So welcome. Okay. Shondo's awesome epic summer vacation. Woo! Okay, so here's the first picture. The first one, picture number 1. This is us on the train with our little Starbucks. We watched Final Destination on the train because we wanted to go to the movie theater to watch something if we had time, which we actually ended up doing it at the end of this day. We went to see Final Destination Bloodlines, the new one. But obviously we had to, she'd never seen the original one. So we watched the first one. That was pretty cool. I did, it was really good actually. It was really good. I actually liked it more than I thought I would. It was very silly, very ironic, very goofy. Yeah, Mr. Candyman was very cool. I think if you like the silly side of Final Destination, you'll enjoy it. It's very aware of itself. Yeah, it's like cheesy. It's bad, and it's self-aware, and it's Kino. It's a Kino movie. It's very over the top, and it's fully aware of it. Oh yeah. Here we are in the hotel! Yay! Stood on the stairs. You can see that I panicked taking this picture because it's blurry. This was the first room we walked into. This is the first picture I took when we arrived in the hotel. It's a fucking palace, you guys. The guy came and he took our bags and we walked in and this is what we saw. This, by the way, this is a hallway. This is not like a sitting area. This is not a reception. We just kept walking and the sign kept saying reception that way and we just kept walking. This is a fucking hallway! Yes! I'm not kidding! It was crazy. Yeah, we went downstairs for the spa treatment. By the way, you guys, I was so nervous and scared for the spa treatment that I cried right before it. That was on the second to last day. Yeah, we only got our faces done. Yeah, I let a lady touch me. It was actually really nice. It was like ASMR in real life. Yeah. We wanted to because we got a discounted rate for staying at the hotel to use their on-site spa treatment. And we didn't want them to touch us at all. I get it's a professional, but we didn't want anyone to like, I don't know. I don't like the thought of someone like massaging my back or anything. Yeah, like a body massage, no. But we wanted something, so what we got was a facial. And they actually put cucumbers on our eyes. And we also, with that, we got like a little head massage and like a little neck massage. And it was so nice. And my neck was not crunching almost as much for like 2 days. You guys, she was so gentle. My neck is bruised. It's almost healed now. But my neck was slightly bruised after it. Yeah. It's hard to see now. It's like yellow. No, she didn't crack my... She didn't crunch me or anything. She just gently massaged my neck. But she was very, very nice. Very nice lady. She was like a mom type, I think I'd say. And I was really scared. And she told me I have very delicate, beautiful skin. And then she got to the, like, my neck. And she said to me, "Oh, you have a lot of tension." And I was laying there on the table in the dim, tranquil room, lying upon a heated table. And I said, yeah. Yeah. flinched a few times when she touched me at first, and she kept saying sorry, and then I was like lying there really stiff, trying not to flinch. She was like, "It's okay." Don't they say that to everyone? No, the lady, we had our massages at the same time with different ladies. We had our treatment at the same time. And, we came out. Mine took a little longer even though we had the same thing done. Yeah. And me and Big Critter, we were talking about everything. And, like, all the stuff the lady said and did. My lady must have been better though, because I had a heated mat on the table. Big Critter loved it. She was also very apprehensive about it. She's also not ever been like touched by anyone like that, even like a professional. I don't know, but we both loved it. We both got done and we were like, oh my gosh, it was so nice. Literally, we walked into the room. And they gave us changing rooms first, and they gave us these big robes to put on. We could keep our underwear on, so we weren't naked or anything. So it was okay. And then just like a big fluffy robe and slippers. And then we went into the little... We saw each other and we were like, oh, hi. And then we sat in the reception and we nervously sipped lemon water for 10 minutes and looked at each other. And we had to fill out a bunch of forms, like our skin type. And there were also some funny questions on there that said things like, how are you feeling physically? On a scale of 1 to 10. And we looked at each other and we hadn't slept very well. And I was like, I feel 2. But I wrote 8 because I didn't want to be like, lame. I didn't want to be like, I feel awful. And then the next question was, how do you feel mentally on a scale of 1 to 10? And we both also put 8. 8 out of 10. We were too scared to write a lower number. I was so scared that if I put like, oh, I'm feeling mentally 2 out of 10 today, they'd be like, oh, are you okay? You need a hug? I don't know. I was scared that she'd treat me differently if I wasn't feeling good. Yeah, it's ha ha ha. When we massage you harder. Oh yeah, also she told me I have skin elasticity if someone who hasn't even hit puberty has. She said you have fantastic skin elasticity. It's like prepubescent skin. And I told Big Critter this. And Big Critter looked at me like, what? She was like, my lady said that I'm oily. No. I think she just liked my skin. I was laying there at one point and she was rubbing my face, rubbing stuff into my face, and there were cucumbers on my eyes, so I couldn't open them. She was rubbing my skin and she said, oh, your skin is so pale and beautiful. And I kept thinking, she's gonna cut my skin off. She's gonna cut my skin off. She's gonna cut my skin off. She's gonna take my skin. She didn't, so it's okay. It puts the lotion on its skin. Yeah, I was having a lot of intrusive thoughts. Like, I was like, she's gonna take my skin. She's gonna take my skin. She's gonna take my skin. She kept saying how pale I was. And then when she finished, when it was over, They slowly tilt you up on the bed thing. And when it was over, she turned the lights on. She like slowly dimmed the lights up. Got the mirror and she was like, look at your skin. She said it looks like porcelain. Looks like it's made out of porcelain. It's so shiny. I was like, wow, it looks great. Thank you. I make it sound very scary when I say it like this. Okay, bear in mind, these comments were over the course of like an hour. So it wasn't like she was just laying there going, yes, I like your skin. Wow. Peep this. This is also a hallway. The ceiling was very low and it made it feel very long. I don't know if you can tell in the picture, but the ceiling is very low. Yeah, it felt so bad walking in this room. Yeah, it's very liminal, right? I said that too. And I had to explain what liminal meant. I was like the back rooms. And she was like, oh. Fucking late zoomers. I think it'd be spooky at night if it wasn't so bright. We did walk through here. Yeah, there's probably like a weird monster or something at night that was following us. I don't know. Yeah, this carpet felt shameful to walk on wearing shoes. I almost wanted to take them off. Yeah. I think at the bottom there where those doors are, you guys can see my cursor, right? The last day we were there, there was a wedding and these doors were open and there's a huge hall. And we saw the bride, and as we walked past her, we looked at each other and then we were like, congratulations! And she said thank you. Just as we walked past each other in this big hallway. Yay! I swear to God, you guys, we saw someone getting married every single day. It must have been the area we were in. But there was some big hall or something we walked through. Walked past, like a city hall, I think it might have been. And I swear to God, every day we walked past there were people getting married. Like on the steps having pictures taken. Oh yeah, here's a sneaky pic I tried to take of the winter garden, but it's not a very good picture. There are no pictures that does this place justice. I recorded a little video at night. These are all the rooms here. They look into the garden, and then there's like a bar up here, and then the restaurant is down here. Oh, this is the reception. The reception. And every day they had flowers here, like all these fancy bouquets. I think they get them done somewhere. Yeah. They were purple when we got there, and then a couple days later they were pink. They weren't changed daily, I think like every 2 or 3 days. Yeah, they knew I was coming. They got the shanda color. It was very pretty. And here we are! This is our room! Yay! We got here and we yippee! Pictures do not do it justice. It was so nice in real life! Yeah. So we weren't supposed to have this room. We were supposed to just have one bed that we were gonna share. But they upgraded us, so we got the really big room. The bathroom is over here somewhere. There's a door. And it goes all the way back. Yeah, this is a huge TV here. And then there's a couch here. And a big chair here. You can see my Randall setter here on the floor. And our jackets here. Yeah. Yeah, this is the dressing table. They had an espresso machine, which was nice, but it took us a long time to figure out how to use it. We had to Google how to use it. It had the little Nespresso pods. And the first time I put one in, it worked. And I thought it was doing something, but only water came out. And we couldn't get the pod out, so we tried again. we gave up, and then the next day we tried again. And it worked that time. Maybe there was some kind of witchcraft to it that we didn't understand. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, look what that is. Look, do you see this? That's Big Critter's phone. That's her pink iPhone 13. There it is. It's gone. It's gone. Okay, next. Here's the bathroom. Very the fancy. The marble. You can see the toilet paper. They folded it into a triangle. And you guys, every time they came in here, they did it again. Every time they came in, they did it again. So we obviously only used one, not the other. And they just kept folding it. Every time they came in, twice a day. I don't think I have a picture of that. Yeah. There was a little hose thing as well. I don't know. I guess you could take a shower while you're pooping. If you wanted to. Yeah. Why not? If that floats your boat. Oh, there it is again. Oh, there was also a phone. You know, so you could call for help. I thought that was funny. Like, what did they mean by that? Help! Hello, Mr. Manager! Hello! Help! Help! I'm stuck! Can you come help me? I'm stuck! I fell in! Front desk! There's no toilet paper left! This was the downstairs basement hallway. Oh my god, I have to tell you the story with this. Okay. I have a really bad story for you. Okay. So we were sticking our head in like every room that we could in this area. We were literally just walking into everywhere because we wanted to explore and see what everywhere was like, right? So we walked into a bar in the place. And we were just standing in the doorway. And we were like, okay, let's go. And we went to turn around and walk out. And the waitress lady called after us. And she was like, girls, hello. And we just stopped dead in our tracks. Because we were just exploring. But then it felt bad to be like we were just exploring, you know? And the lady said to us, girls, and then we stopped and we turned around and she looked at us properly. And she said, oh, what are you guys doing here? Are you adults? And when that happens, I get very defensive. And I was panicking because I wasn't planning on going to the bar. I don't want to go to the bar. I'm with a minor. But she asked, are you adults? And I instantly was like, yes. Yes, I'm an adult. I'm an adult, like instantly. And she was like, oh, can I see some ID then? I just wanted to leave. And me and Big Critter looked at each other. And we obviously didn't have our backs on us or anything. Because we were just walking around the hotel. We weren't, planning on going in anywhere. We just wanted to see everywhere. We saw a door, we just walked in. Yeah. And she's like, oh, can I see some ID? And I was like, oh, I don't have was like, do you have your ID? And she also said no, which obviously she's a minor. We didn't want to be in the bar. We didn't want to be there. We just were exploring. So she was like, oh, okay, how about you go get your ID and I'll set a table for you. And I was going to cry. And I said, okay. And we walked out and we never came back. That's what we kept joking about. We kept joking that she was still waiting for us to come back with the idea. We were like, she must have thought we were actually children for one. But I'm going to blame her because, you know, she came up to us. We were just peeking our head in, but I think she thought we were kids up to no good peeking our head into the room. So she came over to like scare us away. But then I felt very defensive and I felt like I had to tell her I was an adult and it's okay. But we literally came back to this area of the hotel once after this and it was for our spa treatment. We did not go to the basement once because we were so scared that she was gonna be there and we'd see her again. Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the pool. I took this picture while we were walking past it. It looks really cool. We didn't go in there though. There was literally nobody in there too. When we went to the spa, these are like the spa treatment rooms here, so you had to walk past. But yeah, it wasn't closed. It was just a quiet time of day because we were exploring everywhere. Yeah. Oh, and we also found the internet center. I just thought that was funny. What is the internet center? Oh my god, what if we met here and we held hands at the internet center? Oh my god. Attention! Do not buy Reese's cups. They have not paid me for this promo. I just saw the bus and thought it was cool. Do not eat them up, eat them up, eat them up, eat them up until they pay me. Then feel free to. Hello, Reese's. My business email is FallenShadowBT@gmail.com. Okay. This is a night. This is a night. I recorded it. There's the piano guy. The restaurant. Yeah. Yeah. Here's a picture. Oh, you can see some of the influencer women taking their pictures for their Instagrams. Okay, so there was another like bar all the way over here to the left. But we never went over there because we were scared. Oh, here's a good one. Why would you dox her like this? I'm sorry. Yeah, looking good, right? So after we got back to the hotel after watching the movie, it's not Photoshop, this is real life. We walked around and I got that little video. And everything. And then we were like, okay, let's go back to our room. So we walked around the ground floor a little. And then we got to the stairs and we decided to take the stairs instead of the elevator. And our room was on the 3rd floor, so we started up the stairs just slowly, and because it was like evening, there was nobody around on the staircase. There was absolutely not one person on the staircase, not even one guy. Okay? And the stairs, you had to like walk through a little door to get to the stairs. So the stairs were pretty isolated, and there was nobody on the entire staircase. Yeah? There was nobody here. So at the top of the first floor, we stopped here because we found this little chair. In like a little corner. Do you see this? It's like in a corner at the stairs, and so the stairs go like this way and then this way. The stairs continue over here. But there's like a stop in the stairs, and it goes up one more stair, and then there's a little corner with a secret door and a chair. And Big Critter sat on the chair, and I took a picture, and we were giggling at it because there was absolutely nobody here. Okay, what do you mean a white box? You must have been stopped at the bar earlier because you were being followed by a huge white box. What are you talking about? What huge white box? Oh yeah, okay, we're up to the next day now. We found Sherlock Holmes. That was pretty cool. He's just standing there, farming. So the next morning we decided, oh yeah, we overslept for one. That was pretty funny. We overslept, and then when we woke up, I wanted coffee, and we couldn't figure out how to use the Nespresso machine. So we did the very obvious thing of ordering Uber, and we ordered Starbucks through Uber. But when the guy was outside, he was like, "What room are you in?" We told him the room number, and there was silence. So I was like, "Okay, is Bro gonna like leave it, or is Bro gonna give the thing to the concierge, or whatever?" I don't know. But then the guy keeps calling me on the Uber, and I was obviously not answering. And he was like, "They won't let me in." And I was like, just leave it. You could just leave it. He was like, "No, they won't let me." You have to come here. And I was really scared. So we held hands and we walked down to the hotel at 10:30 in the morning in our pajamas. And everyone else is wearing like suits, and we're in our jammies. Then we get to the area where the guy said he was, and there's no guy there. There's just a bag of Starbucks on the ground. We looked at each other and we were like, why did he say you have to come down? He just left it and ran, which is what I told him to do. But the guy was like, "What is your room number? They want to come to your room. They want to bring it." And then he was like, "No, they will not let me inside. You must come here." So we did. And then he disappeared. So we were like, okay, well, at least we didn't have to talk to the guy. So that was something, but we felt so awkward walking through the fancy hotel in our jammies, holding our Starbucks bag. We got back to the hotel room and we were like, okay, let's not do that again. Eaten very much, so we decided to try a room service. But then we had the menu, and then we realized once we noted down what we wanted that we had to call up to get it. And we were like, oh. So we sat there at like 10 o'clock at night on our beds, staring at each other, our tummies rumbling. You can't make this up. This is how socially awkward we are. This is her writing, by the way. Hi. Is this where you order room service? Okay. Thank you. And then she said the room number. I don't think that's bad, but I crossed it off anyway. Please let me have the mixed pot mushrooms, truffle fries, pear and dive stilton, walnut salad, and the green beans, the almond and basil. Thank you so much. And while she was doing this, I was laughing at her so much. But she called in the end. Okay, so the next day, we decided to go to Madame Tussauds in the morning. Because it was right down the street from the hotel. You can look on Google Maps. It's literally like a 5-minute walk. It's the wax figure place. You guys know? Yeah. I'll show you. We met a bunch of celebrities. Oh my god, it's him! P. Diddy! Okay, the freaky thing is, they're scary in real life. They look normal in photos. But you guys, in real life, these things are scary. When you see them out of the corner of your eye, they look like people. Yeah, we didn't get too close to him. We were very scared because as girls under 25, we were in danger. Yeah, it's him. It's the Great Gatsby. Oh, it's Paddington. It's Paddington. Yeah. That was pretty cool. We liked Paddington. Oh, then we met the Backstreet Boys. They were just standing there aura forming. The back. Oh! I really like this guy. I couldn't stop laughing at him. I stood there doubled over laughing at this guy. The critter kept saying to me, "Why are you laughing?" And I think it's his pose. His like aura forming for some reason. And he's really big as well. This one was really scary because it doesn't look it in the photo, but this guy looks so real in real life. He's so soulless. It's so scary. In real life, he looks so scary, you guys. That's why we took a picture. Oh yeah, here's we found a sign that said votes for women on the same terms as men. And we took pictures next to them. Giving it a thumbs down. Oh yeah, we met them! Look guys, they're okay. They're okay. Look, they're fine. He's alive. What was that? Aura Farmer, you'll see it. But for some reason, Obama was standing there like he knows what he's doing. Like he's a part of the team. And we laughed about this so much. But for some reason, so many people wanted pictures with Obama that we couldn't really get one. I literally had to crop somebody out of this because everyone wanted to take a picture with Obama. Oh, I think we're here. Okay, this was really cool. It looked silly on video, but in real life, this was really cool. Okay? You can't hear it. Okay, there was like a dark tunnel you walk down, and then you see this guy just standing there with his head down, aura farming. Can you hear that? Let me turn it up a bit. This was cool as hell in real life, by the way.
Fools of Lisa. I love my work, and I shall not stop.
Look at him. We're just check we're on the highest quality.
The next thing I do,
He's moving to scare us! We didn't expect him to move!
I'll keep my word.
We were like, wait, did he just move?
I'll see you later.
They're not supposed to move, but he does. He does. Then we went to a very pink cafe, but they were too busy and we couldn't go inside. So we sat outside like homeless ants and we got a nice drink. So we went to the restaurant. Oh man, what was it called? It's called Nopi. N-O-P-I. It's a Michelin star restaurant because I always wanted to try one of those. So we went to a Michelin star restaurant. And then after that, we went on the ghost tour. This was really fun. It was a walking tour in a group of, I think, about 40 people. And we met at a park. But basically, all we had to do was just look for a giant group of one guy who was yapping really loud, surrounded by like 40 people who were like standing manning. And we all just... Big Critter said, this is just like a school field trip. And I said, oh my god, you're so right. Basically, what you do is you walk around different places and you just like follow the class. And the guy tells you scary stories about things that happened. This was, I think it's called Green Park. It used to be the park that was next to the Royal Castle. Back before Buckingham Palace was like the place where the royals lived. And he showed us this circle of 13 evil trees that he said were grown to like sacrifice people. And to be fair, it was like a circle, a perfect circle of 13 trees. And apparently one of the trees is evil and calls to people to kill themselves or something from it in game. And he said, I don't actually know. I don't actually know which tree it's supposed to be. And quietly to me, Big Critter pointed to one and she was like, that one looks pretty deady. And the guy must have heard her. Because he said, yeah, for today, let's say it's that tree. That one looks pretty deady. Thanks for that one. And she went bright red. And then he kept pointing to that tree in particular. And then everyone was looking at that tree. She was like, I contributed. And there was another point where we had drinks. We got drinks on the way to the ghost tour because we were thirsty. We got Starbucks drinks, my girl nail polish emote. And yeah, the streamer noticed her. And the guy was telling a story at this other house place about like, and he said someone knocked on the door and she shook her drink at that exact moment. But it sounded like, because she had ice in her drink, it kind of sounded like someone rapping, and she didn't mean to do it. She just shook her drink because she was shaking the drink, like mixing it. And he was like, yep, thanks for the sound effects. She was like, I didn't mean to. Oh, then we found ducks. I was very distracted by this, as you can tell. And in London, they just come right up to you. This is literally how close they were. I pet this guy, by the way. They walk over to you because they want food. Yeah. I was very excited about this. And I reached out and I managed to pet him on his nose here. He didn't bite. He like tried to like... But he didn't bite me. They usually just kind of like pet them. Usually what they do is just like hold your finger with their beaks. They don't bite you though.